All right, first grade, here we go. Our second skills in math. We learned to the o'clock last week, so we're going to review a little bit. And today we're going to the half an hour, to the 30. Okay, let's review. Big hand, minute. Look at the big hand. It's not a real hand. It's a stick. It's nice and long, and it's big. Small hand is the hour. That is the one that's going to tell you the first number, and it's small. And it's what? Small. Our clock has 12 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we were learning to the o'clock. So let's go ahead and say 3 o'clock. Okay? 3 o'clock. Well, my big hand at the o'clock and my little hand has to be right at the 3. Right at the 3. Notice my little hand does not touch the 3. It's pointing directly at 3. How do we write it? 3 and o'clock is 2 zeros. O'clock is 2 zeros. I hope you've been practicing on Excel and on the worksheets that I've been giving you. By now, this should be super easy, okay? Super easy, lemon squeezy. Let's come over here to the next one. Let's try and get 11 o'clock when we're sleeping at night. Here we go. O'clock, big hand goes up. 11, small hand, right there. So we write our 11 and our 2 zeros, okay? Our 2 zeros. So the next one that we're going to be learning, so that when we get to second grade, this can be easy. While you're there doing math, this is easy stuff, okay? We're going to go right here. When we have 30, the big hand now is going to the 6. So if I have the big hand goes to the 6, I can already write my 30. But here is the trick. What do I do with the small hand? Let's say it's going to be 130. So now my small hand is not going to touch the number. It's going to be in between the 1 and the 2. And the trick to know if it's 1 or 2, you take the lower number. The lower number. What's a lower number? Or a number that's smaller? 1 or 2? Right, 1. So 1 is a smaller number, so it would be 130. There's only one time that does not apply, and that's when it's 1230. The only one is at 1230 where you have to choose the bigger number. But let's keep practicing. Let's come over here and let's try it again. Here we go. 30. The big hand is at the 6. If you see the big hand at the 6, it's 30. If you see it at the 12, it's o'clock. So let me go ahead and put my 30. Now let's say it's going to be 10:30. The small hand is going to go right in between. It's not going to touch the 10. It's not going to touch the 11. What do I do, Mr. Darius? Which one is the smaller number? 10 or 11? 10 is the smaller number. So it would be 10:30. Okay? Right now, I'm going to go ahead and put another one to see if you know what this is. Take your time. See if you can answer that. My big hand is at the 12. I know it's o'clock. I put my 2 zeros. My small hand is at the 9. I know it's 9. What time is it? 9 o'clock. And let's try the last one here. Big hand is at the 6. I know it's what? 30. It's in between the 4 and the 5. Which one's the smaller number? 4. So before 30. Okay? The only time that the small hand takes the bigger number is if it's in between the 12 and the 1. If it's in between the 12 and the 1, you take the 12. With more practice as we go, you will get better. Let's get this now so that when we finish first grade, we're number 1. I'll see you soon, guys.